Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Extra Large After Hours Outdoor Wall Sconce 37880. This is pretty big. There's actually four more below this. There's a large, actually three more below this, large, medium, and a small. You should check those out too. They're beautiful fixtures in their own right. So let's hop into this big guy. This is 40 inches tall, and that's going to be from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling itself. 10 inches wide. Projection is 10.5 inches, and what's really an important thing we got to touch on is the back plate is 10 inches wide, 30 inches tall. Mounting height is 19 inches from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of your electrical outlet box. So one thing I want you guys to do is over on the right hand side of your page, if you're on this on our website, scroll down under those pull down menus and you're going to see a hyperlink. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Click on that for me. So it's pretty important. This is weighing in at 31 pounds, and it's going to need to be attached to your building independent of the electrical outlet box. So it's going to attach to this, but it also, you'll see when you look at those installation instructions that there are places that you're going to need to attach this to a block or some structure of your building. And a great way for you to figure this out well before you ever buy it is to look at that diagram. It's going to show you everything you need to know. Very, very important. Plus it shows you how the lamping works and all these little the parts list and how the acrylic fits in and all that kind of stuff. So very, very important. So moving on from there, why don't we talk about what's inside of this. This is going to be using a twin tube fluorescent. It's called a 2G11 40 watt twin tube. So this is going to be incredibly bright. It's also non-dimmable, so keep that in mind. A lot of people are going to be using this for commercial applications. So this is going to go outside of like small office buildings, flanking the front doors, restaurants. Some people will use these in large houses because it's a big fixture, don't forget. So that's fine too, but just remember this projects a ton of light out, and it's always going to be the fluorescent version. There's no way to get around that. Good news is it actually complies with what's called California Title 24 compliancy and LEED certified buildings. So if you guys are doing a LEED certified building and you're getting those tax credits, or you're doing new construction or renovation in California and the municipality is making you do a fluorescent sconce, this is going to comply with that. So you're good to go there. So let's talk about the lens on this. So on the other smaller versions of this, they're using glass, but because this piece of glass, this lens is really big, I called it a piece of glass, but it really isn't. It's an acrylic lens. It's going to mimic our opal glass. So it's going to be a white acrylic lens on the front of this, which is actually, I think, pretty good because it's much harder to break this piece than glass. So down the road, it's nice to have something even more durable. Anyway, so that's what that is going to be. Why don't we get into metal finishes for a second? So if you're on our website, over on the left-hand side of your screen, red tabs in the left, you're going to see a finishes help guide. Click on that for me. There's going to be a video on the top of that page. It's going to be me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they look on different types of forging for interior fixtures. And if you guys are doing interior fixtures, watch it. If you're not, scroll down. Scroll down until you see a chart, and it's going to say New Outdoor Coastal Finishes. So they're called coastals for a reason because they were developed for extreme coastal weather, which is going to be the worst weather we have in the United States. Wind-driven, salty spray with sand in it. I mean, couldn't get worse than that, right? So Hubbardton Forge manufactures all of their outdoor lighting using aircraft-grade aluminum. Very light, very strong, doesn't corrode. And then on top of that, they do these epoxy powder coats, which are baked in ovens. And if you're familiar with how that kind of works, it's an electrostatic. They spray on, I'll actually put a picture of it here. They spray on these little particles that adhere to the whole thing, inside and outside, and then it goes into an oven and it bakes it into an epoxy hard shell. So because of that, Hubbardton Forge offers a limited lifetime warranty. However, it's just for residential, so keep that in mind. However, on top of that, it's just, even if you're doing these for commercial applications, you know that these things are, because they offer a warranty for something else, they're going to stand up. So they're a really amazing process, for this outdoor stuff, because we've gone through trial and error for 20 or 30 years to get to where we are now. So it's a good thing. Anyway, moving on from there, why don't we talk about about showroom. So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton forged fixtures on display. We don't have this size, but we have the one down from this, and we have it in the fluorescent version, so it's a great way for you to see this. I've actually had people like co-op boards from New York City, co-op buildings, come here to see that because they really want to see how it projects light, and it's a great way to do it. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. Showroom is in Vermont. Well, for Vermont, you'll be able to see the directions here. We also have a clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. Got to come here to use it. It's an awesome thing as well. When you buy your Hubbardton forged fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if you ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. Some larger items do not come back. This is one of those items, so it's really important that you contact me if you're looking at this fixture so we can really talk about it for your needs, you know, get samples of the finishes out to you, all those kind of things. And on top of that, we'll tell you about on our website if something's not going to come back. It's usually these really big things or things on pallets. And then on top of all that, we have a rush program. Rush takes you from Hubbardton Forge's normal 3 to 4 weeks in production down to a little under 2 weeks. They don't stock anything. Dealers don't stock anything. Well, we can cut their production time in half, and it's per line item, so it's very inexpensive. If you're doing multiples of something, it's even better. So our showroom, like I said, is open every day except Sunday. I'm here every day except Sunday, 10 to 6. You can email us at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call at 802-446-2400, and I'm here to talk to you. So that wraps things up. Any questions, let me know, and thanks for stopping in. Take care. Bye-bye.